Modern medication did not work for me. Modern medication did not work for me. Modern medication did not work for me. Modern medication.
Mercy TV, another covert episode. Here, Hidden Cornelius.
Hello, welcome to Mercy TV, your source for news and information on the medical cannabis issue as it unfolds here in Oregon, across America, and around the world. Greetings.
Hello, my friends. We are wearing a mask because of this virus. Be safe. Be clean. Wash.
Disinfect everything, wash, and be sure to cough not in someone's faces.
Yes. Be safe. Peace to all.
Everybody has their
And
own smoking devices and use lots of disinfectant, so forth. Spray everybody's hands, all that shit. And everything. Spray your face, too. Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah.
Anything that comes in contact there. So, here we are. Another episode in the era of COVID. And, gosh, I guess people ask, what about cannabis and COVID? And there's no known proven information on cannabis and COVID. We don't know that it helps with the fight of it against it, or if it affects it directly, as it does with so many other conditions and cases. We do know that cannabis can open up your airways and help you to breathe better, so it would be interesting to see what actually happens in regards to that. But we don't have any more information than you, the people there with access to the internet, for what that's worth. So
Definitely help you eat and strengthen and your organs and keeping your body, all
And your immune system up to par.
right, that's true. So the consumption of cannabis, particularly hemp, would be beneficial to you. Would help keep your system up, because folks with a low system, suffering from conditions, having low immunity, just being susceptible.
well, all the things that make you weak.
Right, yeah.
You want to strengthen yourself.
Getting tired, getting stressed, and a lot of people are stressed these days,
Please strengthen.
So cannabis helps with all of those, definitely. So.
And even growing your own garden can calm your nerves.
Gardening, yeah.
I show you on my garden.
Well, these are the things you want to do to help you to feel good, to feel better, to help. These are the things we talk about calling, about talking with the Mercy Center, about leaving Perry notes, about calling in, about talking with others, about talking with patients, about talking with your doctor,
Talking to your legislators
Right.
and voting
Yeah.
when it's time. Voting.
Yes, and somebody talked the other day about antidepressants. We don't talk, somebody was talking about antidepressants, and we don't talk about antidepressants because we don't do antidepressants, we don't do antidepressants.
Well, no, we don't. Amongst our membership here, certainly us. I think it's an interesting conversation. I'm sure. See, the relationship is that the status quo claims that cannabis causes depression, that cannabis consumers are.
It's a gateway drug.
Well, it makes you depressed, and so you're more likely for suicide and all that crap. When, point of fact, I can't speak to that. I haven't seen folks, cannabis consumers, more depressed than others about situations in general. If they're depressed about anything, it's the illness they're suffering through. And when they have relief through cannabis, they are hardly depressed. So I can't say that I've seen a lot of depression, out of people because they're, I guess, too busy being cured and having a life.
Feeling good.
Right, going out,
And
being able
feeling
to have
better.
jobs.
That's why you talk to your doctors. When you find medicine, when you find oils, when you find butters, cookies, candies, all of these things.
You don't have to smoke the cannabis to get the benefits from
Right, and that would be one of the, again, status quo claims about why you shouldn't consume cannabis for medical purposes or otherwise. It'd be interesting to know more, what was the context of them taking the antidepressants. It would be ironic if they were ordered to take antidepressants because their doctor claimed that they were depressed because they were consuming cannabis. So,
Well, the conversation with me was, I don't feel I need to take the antidepressants no more. And I told them, well, if you don't feel that you need to take them, I'm not a doctor,
Right.
and I can't tell you, don't take them.
well,
I am not the person to say, don't take them. I
Right.
said, you need to talk with your doctor.
Well,
See, these are the
right, yeah,
conversations.
that's exactly
But
right.
it's your
Yeah.
personal decision.
I said, but you need to talk with your doctor.
Right, yeah.
See, you guys, these are the
And if your doctor
conversations.
isn't with you on it, you need to get another doctor. I know it's
See,
easier
these
to
are the
said than
things
done.
you guys need to talk with your doctor about. And if you're not happy with your doctor, these are the things that we need to find new doctors, And that's what we need to do, because we can do things like this because we have done so much with doctors. Doctors are so good. I've had lots of doctors, and there's been so many doctors in our lives, and I am so thankful every day for my doctors. I pray every morning for my doctors. I've had so much good.
Well, it's it's good. It helps to have a doctor that's enlightened, and you can tell this particularly considering if you ask them their attitude on medical cannabis. You should at least be open to it, or they're not really allowing you every option for your health benefits.
Well, these are the things we do when we talk to our doctors, and our doctors will see the benefits, And that's what we
And
do.
there's no side effects like with a pharmaceutical drug. You hear all these different commercials and they have 10 seconds of what it can do to you.
At the end of the most pharmaceutical commercials is a long list of the harmful side effects, and I watch those, and it seems crazy to me. They're listing like all of the things that they said. In many cases, marijuana causes these, which it doesn't. But for the longest time, we can't legalize marijuana because it causes cancer, and it causes depression, and it causes this and that, Now we've got pharmaceuticals where they say, oh, by the way, this might give you cancer or cause depression and blah, 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 all the same. So
Even
it's
lose
okay.
your life.
So, it's okay if these things cause these things, if we say it real fast at the end of a commercial, So there was kind of a triple standard where cannabis could be allowed because it might do these things, but the stuff that actually does do them, well, it's okay as long as,
As cannabis cures.
Yeah. But so there wasn't a honest standard that was applied to cannabis before, we say it's medical or illegal, So folks should consider that when hearing these claims, and definitely register and vote accordingly. Contact your legislators, see if they too are misinformed, things of that nature. But I want to get back to one thing on a patient stopping taking their medications, particularly if they're consuming cannabis, medical cannabis for those conditions, and are, as a result, feeling better.
Man, well, that's when a patient feels better. You know, a patient, when they feel better, they know they feel better.
But they're not necessarily cured of their condition. So there's a number of cases where we know that you should definitely not just stop taking your
They
medication.
need to talk to their doctor.
You know,
We recommend talking to your doctor always.
talk to your doc, and if you don't, the conversation leaves you unsatisfied, then or get another doc.
We've
Because
always, that's what we always
if you don't have
do.
trust, if you don't have faith in your doctor, what's the point? Then,
We always say, talk to your doctor. We've never said nothing else but talk to your doctor, because your doctor is the man,
So, the people in the hospital, I know you can see this program. Talk to your doctors and talk to your nurses. Talk to your children about this. Cannabis is medicine, my friend, and it doesn't have to be smoked. There's other forms of using it, but smoking it is the quickest way to feel results.
Yeah, it's one of the more immediate effects. Making a tea out of it is another quick.
Yeah, but that takes 15-20 minutes before it goes through your digestion system.
Well, it depends on your condition.
Right.
Yeah.
It
So-
depends on your condition, and if you have to do it, and if you want results right now, you can light it, smoke it, and get results right now.
Right.
Because that's the thing. A lot of us patients need results right now. And we know that we can smoke it and take a hit, or boom, and we can get relief right now. And that's the thing. We need relief right now. And so we can take a hit right now.
Or
And-
blow the head into the person that's having a seizure, and you can see the results.
And these are the things we've done, and we've helped people, and we've shown. And you know what? This is why we have done this. We've helped people. And you know what? This is how we've done it. And we've helped, and we've educated. And we're trying to show that, you know what? You too can educate.
Yeah.
And these are the things that you can do. And if you have any questions, please, get a hold of us on the website. Give us a call. These are the things, they're available. Give us a call. The CCTV is doing everything they can do. We're so thankful for CCTV and all they do every day. We're so lucky and we're so blessed for them.
Amen.
Thank you, CCTV.
So, folks, visit mercycenters.org and click on our Mercy TV link to find out more about the show, see back issues, and to find a link for CCTV of Salem. And if you're in the Salem area, well, check them out. They're the voice of the people there on channel 23 and your cable network in the Salem metro area, where you can also see PK's My Garden, showing you not just expertise in growing tips and tools and tricks, but also the making of oil, PK's Healing Oil, as it's called, and see the not-so-secret recipe for yourself there.
And it's easy to do.
And it's no
Combustible.
there's no risk. Yeah, it's not like oil that you're making where there's a danger of explosion and stuff.
See, and these are the things you can do, and it's good, and it's healthy, and that's the thing.
And it's safe,
Healthy. It's safe.
Safe.
It's
You can't overdose on it. All the talk of going mad and hurting yourself and others, not true. So you know,
And it's healthy for you. It's healthy for your organs.
Right.
It's healthy for your blood, and it's healing.
Here.
plus it's healthy for the environment too, you know.
It's all good.
Although I appreciate some of these super farms, the way they're doing things, you know, now that cannabis is legal in certain areas, and
Well, it kind of gets rid of the backwood with all the chemicals that the
well, as long as they're using organic methods, you know,
Yeah.
and as long as they're being responsible managers of water and so forth, you know, the runoff of their stuff onto other into streams, you know, even as you know, as safe as you want to be, you're still, you know, changing the environment around there. You're still affecting your neighbors. You know, it's bad enough that the smell is around and bothering people, so you need to deal with that. You certainly don't want, you know, to otherwise tick them off. There's enough of them with these conspiracy theories as it is. Yeah.
So the main thing when it's time to vote, mail in your ballot, and we all makes the right choice. So, but talk and read about what's happening in your neighborhood.
Well, if you go to any of these dispensaries, make sure that they're all taking care of patients.
Mm-hmm.
You know, well, because we want patients to be taken care of.
That's how it was originally. But then the regular people needed a place, and they took over our dispensaries for the patients. They asked, "Oh, can you help us out? We won't hurt you." And there ain't no mom and pop dispensaries for the patients.
Yeah,
anymore.
And unfortunately, they're left to networks like Mercy Center, where a number of growers get together and share their excess medicine with their local communities. But those have been hindered by the attack, if you will, on growers. You know, for the past decade, people within the program itself have worked to reduce the number of people that qualify, the patients. They've raised the prices. They've made it more difficult. And they've especially been harsh on growers, claiming that they're responsible for an influx of marijuana all over the East Coast, you know, and stuff. And that came from a state police bullshit report that they wanted to screw with some laws that was going on at the time.
Well,
And
a friend, he was in Florida, and he got some Oregon-grown cannabis when he went to the dispensary down there. And I mean, that's going to a dispensary.
well, that had to be done through some legal means then, because they Oregon tracks everything that goes out their doors, or you know,
Yeah.
everything that's grown. And Florida, I'm sure, if they're allowing it, has some other system similar, where every huff and puff is tracked, every joint is weighed on a daily basis, and make sure that none of it escapes to the to be misused and abused. You know. So we have to be wary of systems that allow medical cannabis to some degree on the surface, but in reality put even more restrictions and make it therefore more expensive than the black market for the patient community.
Well, and
You
that's
know?
it. It's just for patients. You know, that just need medicine.
But unfortunately, their ends are more high needs. They're really suffering through conditions, and they need, unfortunately, sometimes more real specific things prepared just so, because they're not able to do smoking. They're not comfortable with smoking, and so they need these alternative methods. And things that can be applied topically just form should be done that way naturally. You don't even have to take it internally.
That's like the healing oil.
There you go. Yeah.
I mean, it only takes 28 days to get the full effects out of the cannabis that you put into the jar with the olive oil or any type of oil you have. It doesn't make a difference, but the quality of the oil helps. So you stir it several times during the days that it takes, the 28 days, but after a week of doing this and testing it on yourself, you'll see the results. And that I have carpal tunnel, and this is why I made up the oil. And it works on bee stings, it works on your dog.
It works on the arthritis in dogs, like in people, skin wounds, rashes, you name it. And it works safely, it works effectively, and everybody should have access to it. I think a major thing that this COVID situation has exposed is how much science and medicine are devoid from the making of laws and the actions of institutions and stuff. I think we can say that they started separating from science and facts with marijuana. The methods by which they got it illegal was these ridiculous stories that are,
immigration.
Well, that was part of it. I mean, but that these immigrants were going to go wild and crazy, turn into monsters, and done all, it makes you mad. It's like syphilis, it attacks the brain, and stuff. It was all bogus, canards. It was lies. It was the internet conspiracy theories of the day, and so we've got it, but it still applies today. That stigma is still circulating, especially among certain generations, certain folks. And that's what we have to beat. But not just that, but that mindset. They got so easy and comfortable doing it with marijuana. Now they're doing it with everything. And now with COVID-19, it'll actually kill you. And so we got to cut the crap on this and all of it. We shouldn't let special interests, particularly with ridiculous ideas about medicine or about medical science, about people's health, be in charge and make these decisions and impose these double standards, on we the people to our end.
But at this
much less
time,
deficit.
We need to be safe and sanitary to our neighbors.
Yep.
And when you're in great abundance of people, wear your mask.
Right.
Please don't.
Follow the science, not the politics. Wear a mask, use disinfectant constantly, socially distance, respect other people's space. Same kind of thing we're going to have to do when the flu season comes around, and it's going to come, and it's going to be a hard one. So common sense, folks.
How much time
we got 5 minutes, so.
Well, thanks for Dr. Lebec. Thank you for Mike. Thank you for Shauna. Thank you for Grandma Janet. Thank you for all you people that have been helped from the Mercy Center. We still need you. You can find a PayPal on our website. So please help us, but help yourself. Use it safely. Keep it away from your children and your dogs so they don't eat your stash or your edibles.
That's the main thing. You're losing that stash.
But
cost you.
It's easy to make the healing oil. It's easy to use the cannabis into a butter or another form to make an edible. But the edible goes through your whole system because it goes through your gut.
Well, you say that, and that makes me think of the green pancakes. See, we used to have every year the green pancake breakfast.
Up
You
at
know.
Silver Creek Falls.
And that's, you know,
With the can of butter, yeah.
everybody loved the green pancake breakfast up a green, you know, that was beautiful. You know, the Mercy Center did that for so many years. Gosh, I forget how many years we did that.
Bunches.
Lots and lots of years.
So have
It-
yours today. Check it
It's
out.
like the March, the first weekend of May. And we've been doing this, and we even got a permit this year. But such unrest. Nobody's seen us.
The thing is the butter and the pancakes, when you eat it first thing in the morning, it gives you energy. See, if you're one of the patients and you have nausea, some people the condition that they have doesn't allow them to really let them eat, and whatever the condition is, they aren't really able to eat. And depending on what they, you know, so, but a pancake, you know, if you eat a little bit of a pancake with a little green butter, then, oh yeah, I can eat this. And then a little more, and then a little more, and then a little more, and pretty soon you've ate a lot.
Yep. And you're up and you're going for the day.
And then, wow, you are running, and the next minute you know, the day is gone, and you've ate 3 or 4 of those green pancakes.
So check our website to hear more about the green pancakes, how you can get making some of your own. We're going to be wrapping up here in a minute, so I just wanted to say, please register, vote, and get everyone you know to do so also. For the cannabis issue, for a dozen issues, just about any issue, these are the ways and means to affect change and make a better, truly better America. And to find out how to register to vote, if you're registered to vote, tools to help, particularly help make polls happen and help get people to the polls, visit mercycenters.org. Thanks. Thank you to my
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for CCTV for letting this be.
Right on.
Everybody. Everybody.
And thank you for showing up.
Shine
Spread
up.
the word. And we'll see you next time on Mercy TV.
Be safe.
Remember, safety.
Mask when you're in crowds.
When you can't socially distance. All right, let's all crowd around the camera and turn her off.
Thank you, my friends. Thank you. You want to say anything before I turn it off, Glenn?
Yes, good night.
Good night. God bless you all, every single one of you.